Hello guys, this is Schuler-Alt bringing you my next PLO video, and today I'm actually going to be doing something different. Instead of a live session recording, I'm going to do a hand review of some of the hands that I've played pretty recently. Most of them have been played in the last month or so, and most of them are played at $2.5 $5 Zoom, so Zoom 500, but there are also a couple of hands from different stakes from regular non-Zoom tables, but we'll get into that. As far as an overall concept that kind of brings these hands together, I think like I wasn't actually trying to choose hands that illustrate a particular concept or a particular thing that I do that might be new and different from standard. But there's one thing, it's basically misrepresenting your hand at one point or another, so that your opponent thinks that the hand that you actually have is not in your range for making in a particular spot. So basically, what brings these hands together, or at least most of them, is the concept of deception. So playing your hand and your ranges deceptively. So without further ado, I'm going to jump into this first hand. Regular opens from under the gun, every couple of folds, and I have a pretty nice connected double suited hand on the button, and as you can see we're almost 200 big blinds deep, so I think this is a relatively standard 3-bet. And I can call a 4-bet fairly happily because I don't expect to be dominated that often. I mean, my suits might be dominated, but the actual like the straights and the pairs should not be dominated that often by his 4-betting range, since as you can see he 4-bets only 9% out of position, which is or actually, is that in position? Yeah, I think the out of position 4-bet stat is actually this number, the last one. So he only 4-bets 7% out of position, which is really tight. So I expect his 4-bet range to be extremely aces heavy. But anyways, that's not going to be what's going to happen. Instead, this guy is also a regular on the guy in a small blind, but he plays kind of an unorthodox style. He plays 28-18, which is not that common, but overall, like his post-flop aggression is pretty high. So he's basically he's an aggressive regular, and I've seen him play higher than 2.55. So like overall, he's can be categorized as a decent solid reg. So he called calls from the small blind, and what do I think of that? Basically, I think there's going to be a lot of rundowns or double suited hands, like either single suited rundowns, like 9-10, Queen Jack, single suited, or a lot of double suited hands, like Ace Jack 10-5 double suited, like basically hands that he thinks are too strong to fold, like they play well enough in 3-bet pots so that he can cold call my 3-bet, and but he also doesn't want to 4-bet them because he doesn't want to face a 5-bet. So hands like, as I said, like Ace Jack 10-5 double suited, or Ace Queen Jack 3 double suited, Ace King 10-3, something like that. Like not perfectly smooth, but still a lot of playability post-flop, and there are some flops that he can hit very well with those hands. And of course a lot of double suited, maybe 5, 6, 7, 8 double suited. Although I kinda actually expect him to cold 4-bet some of those hands from the small blind, because his 4-bet stats are really high, like 27%.